He will. He's
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Goose. It's
And
Goose.
real
Yeah.
life.
It's my little flirkin.
oh.
and, and welcome to another episode of Formula Random. Starting off a cat as always. But we got a bunch of great people here competing. Got Danny. Danny, how's it going?
Oh, it's going lovely. I've been invaded by a flirkin, as we see. So hopefully he doesn't try and eat my whiteboard or my markers today.
But also here we've got Antonio Chavez. Antonio, how's it going?
It's been pretty good. It's just always fun. I love the MCU, but I don't really expect to do too good because there's some movies I will always refuse to rewatch. So just for fun, if it happens to go my way, good. If not, it's always good to talk about these movies.
And last but not least, we've got Corey. Corey, how's it going?
I'm doing good. Just excited very excited to play this fun match on the eve of the big announcement at D23 tomorrow.
Yes.
So, and also if Antonio has Spider-Man, if we're showing off our Spider-Man reveal, right behind me, you can't tell, but that is an actual Spider-Man picture that was actually signed by Stan Lee. So I'll set a photo online later. But yeah, but I'm excited.
Um, but with that, how Formula Random matches work, there's going to be 35 questions in total. The first 30 questions just gain a point as always, and then when we get to the last 5 questions, it's gain a point, lose a point. I'll get more into that when we get to that point. Keep your hands on screen at all times. Everyone gets free repeats. No challenges because we're live, but if you do have an issue with a question, just you can bring it up to afterwards and we can talk about it. But most of all, have fun because that's what trivia is. It's fun.
Exactly.
But with that, the first question is, what is the name of the Queen of Wakanda played by Angela Bassett, that appears in Black Panther? Five, four, three, two, one. Pins down. Danny,
It's not actually correct, but Queen Mother.
Antonio,
I almost thought that was it, but I don't know. Raymonda?
Corey,
Queen Ramonda.
Ramonda.
Ramonda is correct.
Fuck. One letter off. Damn it.
The next question is, which MCU character features in Avengers Endgame, has a master's degree in electrical engineering, hails from the West Coast, and is friends with Peachy?
Alright, can I ask for a repeat on that one?
Yep. Which MCU character that features in Avengers Endgame has a master's degree in electrical engineering, hails from the West Coast, and is friends with Peachy? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Antonio,
I think I'm supposed to get this because it's my namesake, Ant-Man.
Corey,
Ant-Man, aka Scott Lang.
and Danny.
Didn't get it.
Ant-Man is
It was
correct.
weirded. It was worded weird. I was like, wait, what? What was the Peachy?
That's
Peach-
the prison
The inmate.
thing.
He was
That's
the
Yeah.
inmate in the beginning.
what took me a while to remember. I was like, wait.
Okay. All right. No, okay. All right.
You guys
fair
have the
enough.
weirdest goodbyes.
Yes. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Also, I will give a shout out to Jimmy Derry who helped write these questions for me.
Thanks,
But
Jimmy.
the next question is, what is the name of the capital planet of the Kree Empire that featured in Captain Marvel?
I can never remember this fucking planet. Ugh.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Corey,
Is it called Hala?
Danny,
Holla.
Antonio.
Good, thank God. Holla.
Hala is correct. The next question is, how many movies in the MCU was released in 2021? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Danny.
4.
Antonio.
I went 0.
Corey.
4.
4 is
Oh, shit.
correct.
Damn, I was thinking
Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, and Spider-Man No Way Home.
Well, I feel like that was all 2020 for some reason. All right, that was
Um,
The COVID years, they're all just
Yeah.
lumped
I mean, to be
together.
all
fair,
jumbled together.
half of them probably was supposed to come out in 2020.
Yeah, that's what, all right.
All of them were probably supposed to come out in 2020.
Oh, I think No Way Home was always going to be 2021, but
Yeah.
the other 3, I think, was 2020 at one stage. The next question is, Peter Kroll says, "Don't call us blank. We don't even know what that word means." Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Antonio.
Plucky?
Corey.
I said outlaws.
Danny.
I didn't have it, but Plucky is.
Plucky is
I
correct.
said Quippy.
Fuck.
The next question is, what actress once played both a space mercenary and a museum curator in the MCU? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Corey.
Gemma Chan.
Danny.
No.
Antonio.
I heard the new movie she's in sucks. Gemma Chan.
Gemma Chan is correct. The next question is, in For the Dark World, what is the first name of Darcy's intern?
I was driving home and I knew you were gonna ask this question.
I had a feeling that Malcolm was going to ask a question about the worst one of the franchise.
Yeah.
I don't know, depending on what some people say. Some people say the new one is the worst one in the
I
franchise.
was hoping you wouldn't say that, but I knew you had to.
Well, I mean, I like it, but
I like
a
it.
lot of people.
I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
I just watched Love and Thunder today.
3, 2, 1. Pins down. Danny.
Todd.
Antonio.
I feel like it is a team name. I said Ian.
Corey.
It is Ian.
Oh, it is Ian.
Ian
Okay.
is correct. The next question is, in Black Widow, after Yelena breaks free of the Red Room control, she goes to what European country where she meets with Natasha? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Antonio.
Too many damn countries in this world. I just said Budapest.
Corey.
I too said Budapest.
Danny.
I 3 said Budapest.
So here's the thing.
And then we get
Budapest
city,
is the
right?
city in
Right,
that
yeah.
country. The country itself is Hungary.
Hungary.
Oh,
Change your question.
God damn, you're sitting with state questions.
Come
over
on,
now
Budapest is
bullshit.
more relevant to the MCU than Hungary, but okay, I'll give you that. Okay.
I mean, you can't have one without the other. To be
I keep missing those type of questions, and I still have not learned my
You
lesson.
and I remember Hungary very differently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the quote I remember.
right. Anyway, the next question is: the first scene of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is set in what year?
Did you say Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Yeah. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Corey,
Well, I know it's in the 80s, so I hope it's 1985.
Danny,
78.
Antonio.
Oh, I misheard the question. I said 2016.
The answer is 1980.
Ooh.
Okay.
I studied the very wrong things.
The next question is: what Phase 4 movie features an enemy group called the Iron Gang? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Antonio,
Shang-Chi.
Corey,
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Danny.
Shang-Chi.
I'm not going to punish anyone for not wanting the full title. It is Shang-Chi.
No, I was terrified.
Pure guess. I just.
That's why I did that. I was terrified if we wrote the small version.
But the next question is: in Eternals, what actor said the line, "I'm still getting over the fact you aren't a wizard"?
You said what actor, right?
Yeah. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Corey,
Selma Hayek.
Danny,
Nope.
Antonio.
Kit Harington.
Kit Harington
Yeah.
is correct.
Figured.
Oh.
All right.
I was thinking, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Jon Snow guy, but I couldn't
Oh,
remember his
yeah.
actual name.
Right.
The next question is: what famous LA landmark was the target of an attack by one of Kellyan's men, also injuring Happy Hogan in Iron Man 3?
Good question. I like that one.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Danny,
Chinese theater.
Antonio,
Chinese theater.
and Corey.
The Chinese theater.
Chinese theater is correct. The next question is: what MCU film opens with the line, "Are you the guys from Washington"? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Antonio.
Captain America: The First Avenger.
Corey.
I said Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Danny.
I also said Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Captain America: The First Avenger is
Shit.
correct.
Present day, then shift back.
Yeah.
The next question is, what is the name of the second ship used by the Guardians of the Galaxy after their first is destroyed? And 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the
2.
question.
Yep. What is the name of the second ship used by the Guardians of the Galaxy after their first is destroyed? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Corey.
Benatar.
Danny.
Benatar.
Antonio.
The Benatar.
Benatar is correct. The next
Corey's
question
son.
is, in Spider-Man No Way Home, during a clip of the Daily Bugle, J. Jonah Jameson makes a product placement for what type of product?
Wow.
Talk about deep cut.
That is something. It's a great question.
I went to see the more fun edition the other day. I mean, it's good seeing it on the big screen, but if you're going specifically just see the edited scenes, it's not worth it, really. But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Corey.
I'm stealing from Power Rangers. Krispy Kreme?
Danny.
I said weight loss pills.
Antonio.
A shower caddy. I don't know.
I will give you weight loss pills. He specifically says supplements, but
Yeah, supplements. Yeah.
there is pills written on the bottles, but so that's acceptable. The next question is, what is the name of Hela's revived giant wolf in Thor Ragnarok?
Oh my god. Wait.
I just played God of War, and I should know this.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Antonio.
I know it's an F. I just said Fenrir. It's not Harry Potter.
Corey.
That's what I put.
Oh, really?
Danny.
I said Fluffy.
So it's Fenris.
Fenris, yeah. Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's not a Harry Potter thing. They did not use that same name in two different franchises.
I think we should team up.
Wrong
next-
franchise.
The next question is, in Spider-Man Homecoming, when Spider-Man stops the bank robbery, Peter says what Avenger gave away the fact that they weren't the real Avengers? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Antonio.
I think I just changed it. Iron Man.
Corey.
I put Hulk.
Danny.
Hulk.
Hulk is correct.
I had Hulk and I erased it. God damn it.
Next question is, in Captain America Civil War, What classic 60s movie does Tony reference when he meets Steve and Bucky in Siberia?
That's a great question.
Five, four, three, two, one. Pins down. Corey,
Which Cassian, the Sundance Kid?
Danny,
I said Smokey and the Bandit.
Antonio.
Manchurian Candidate, we have a truce here.
The Manchurian Candidate is correct.
That's right.
Put down your gun.
I thought that was
Nick-
70s.
The next question is, as of the release of Doctor Strange 2, how many movies did Benedict Wong appear in?
Can you repeat?
Yep. As of the release of Doctor Strange 2, how many movies did Benedict Wong appear in? Five, four, three, two, one. Pins down. Danny,
5.
Antonio,
6.
Corey.
6.
6 is correct.
What am I missing?
So you got the first Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
Infinity War Endgame, Shang-Chi, No Way Home,
He was in
and
Infinity
Multiverse.
War?
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
when they were fighting Washington Square Park.
Oh, duh.
Yeah. They also decided on what to get for lunch.
Yeah.
It's the metaphysical ham sandwich.
The next question is, what movie closed out Phase 2 of the MCU?
Oh, I hate these type of questions.
Five, four, three, two, one. Pins down. Antonio,
I was gonna write Cap Winter Soldier.
Corey,
I was gonna say that whatever and I was gonna say what his name, but it would give it away. Ant-Man.
Danny.
Yeah. Ant-Man. I was gonna
Ant-Man
say
is-
too. I was gonna say you
I
should
don't
know
know that
this.
fucking closing out and open.
Thanks for giving us the answer.
The next question is, what movie in the 4 franchise is the only one not to feature Zachary Levi? Five, four, three, two, one. Pins down. Corey
Thor 2011.
and Danny.
I said Dark World.
Antonio.
I said Thor, and I know you're not counting, but they put Love and Thunder below.
Yeah,
Well, which one was right?
Oh, Thor.
I mean, for like Love and Thunder is technically correct, but this
I know,
was
but you
written
didn't do that.
before Love and Thunder actually came out and did like the 2011.
Yeah.
But Zachary
Oh.
Levi played Fandral before Josh Dallas took over.
Oh, I was wondering who the frick that was. I was like, who the
Yeah.
heck is like what? When was he in the movies? Okay.
Yeah.
And then he went on to play Shazam.
Yes.
Uh,
Knock
the
it
next
off.
question. The next question is only 2 composers scored back-to-back MCU releases. Alan Silvestri is one. Who is the other one? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Danny.
I really hope I'm right. Brian Tyler.
Antonio.
Said Giacchino.
Corey.
Brian Tyler.
Brian Tyler is correct.
Yeah.
What were the movies?
Iron Man 3 and Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah.
That is
No wonder I
that
didn't
is
memorize that.
The next question is Stanley cameos as what type of character in Captain America: The First Avenger? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Whoa.
Antonio.
I wasn't sure how general could be, so I just said a soldier of high rank.
Corey.
I just said military soldier.
Danny.
I should have just wrote that down, but I didn't. I didn't get nothing.
What did you put? What did you write? Any? What did you,
I was gonna write military soldier.
oh,
but
yeah. No, like general military officer, military army officer. Like
Yeah.
he said, I could accept any military.
Would you
type
have
of
accepted
Okay.
veteran? No, right? Because it's still during the war, right?
He's still fighting.
He's still fighting the war. This is not
I
veteran.
thought he'd be taller.
right. Yeah.
But anyway, the next question is in Iron Man 2, Tony Stark learns that what chemical element powering the core of his reactor core is also poisoning him. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Danny.
I said photon. I don't know.
Antonio.
I believe it's palladium.
Corey.
Palladium.
I think it
Palladium
started
is
with a
correct.
P.
The next question is what MCU movie features songs from Cheap Trick, Sam Cooke, and George Harrison?
I was wondering when you get to the soundtrack questions.
Mm-hmm.
Trek.
And 5.
Repeat the
4.
question, please.
Yep. What MCU movie features songs from Cheap Trick, Sam Cooke, and George Harrison?
This is where I need to know good music.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Corey.
I was gonna write the Winter Soldier, but I didn't finish.
Danny.
I said Guardians of the Galaxy.
Antonio.
Cheap Trick had Surrender. Sam Cooke had Bring It On Home to Me. And what was the last? George Harrison had My Sweet Lord and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Guardians Volume 2
okay.
is correct.
Okay, I don't feel bad.
Hey, those are all great songs. You gotta respect it.
I was torn between so many different versions. I couldn't.
Yeah.
The next question is throughout all the movies in the Infinity Saga, including post-credit scenes, name one of the last 3 characters that we see getting dusted away.
Name one of the 3
Name one of the last 3 characters we see getting dusted away.
Wait, I'm gonna ask you to repeat the whole question, please.
Yep.
Yeah.
Throughout all the movies in the Infinity Saga, including post-credit scenes,
Mm-hmm.
name one of the last 3 characters that we see getting dusted away.
One of those.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Danny,
Nick Fury.
Antonio,
I went with Hank Pym.
Corey,
I'm gonna be so mad if I change my answer. Lila Barton because of the opening of Endgame.
The correct answer is Hank Pym. Hank Pym, Hope Van Dyne, and Janet Van Dyne,
Right,
because
right, okay.
Ant-Man and the Wasp had the post-credit scene.
Oh my!
Uh,
That's what I
If I
had.
was-
I erased it.
That's why the question still. I was like, it's still thrown off, but I
I was
figured
like,
that's what
yeah,
you meant.
the opening.
Right.
I was thinking about the Endgame opening.
although I'm actually thinking,
Yeah, wouldn't Nick Fury?
Wait, how'd you word the question?
no, because I completely forgot to factor in Endgame in my calculations. Yeah, so
I mean, you could have put. I mean, I don't know.
yeah, I'm just trying to. Yeah, unfortunately, I
So
stuffed
then-
up.
Technically, you could count random people in Spider-Man
Yeah.
Far From Home.
Yeah,
Well,
I was gonna say
Those are the last ones you kind of
Well-
honestly see
Technically,
in the Infinity.
Well,
What was the first part of the question? Because I was thinking all the way up to Captain Marvel, because that's what I was thinking of.
yeah, throughout all the movies in the Infinity Saga, which
Mhm.
it did officially end with Far From Home, but
Yeah,
the one I was going with was named characters, though, unfortunately.
I know. I'm just saying.
And
But
so with named characters, unfortunately, Corey is correct. It's yeah, Corey. That's my fault for
so wait, Corey, you put Endgame? I didn't even see that.
no. I said because of no, just the way he
yeah.
said the
At the
question.
start of Endgame, you see Hawkeye's family getting dusted away. So
And I put Lila Barton, which is his daughter.
All right.
yeah.
I'm still
Well,
confused.
you said one of the last 3. There's 4 characters there. Both.
Well,
There's the.
Who does
That's
this? Yeah,
There's,
You know what?
Sorry,
I'll give
hey, listen. If you're gonna give it to him, I'm like, listen. I'm still gonna point out the
look,
discrepancy.
you know
so-
what? It's my stuff. I'll give both Antonio and Corey the points.
okay,
That's
that's fair.
I mean, Vapier.
This is a weird. Yeah, I know. So there's all army.
That's a good one.
Damn
too.
it, son!
That's true.
God damn it, Wingblade!
Thanos is a named character.
Okay, you know what? We're all incorrect. How about
It's safe
that?
to say
Yeah,
I stuffed up this question.
right.
No one said Thanos. But yeah, I'm still going to give Antonio and Corey the points.
That is a fun debate.
How-
I can't wait for the comment section to argue
Right.
this.
I want to hear Jay's answer this question.
Oh, I really should have said that one to Jay. I was going to,
Right.
because I initially I changed that question because the initial question was going to be in Infinity War, who's the last one we see getting dusted. I
Right.
changed that just because it's been asked so many times.
Yeah, I hear you.
So I thought I'll change it. Then I didn't fact check my change it.
No, it was a great concept. It's just like, yeah, it's a very loaded question if you think about it. Because you're right.
Yeah.
You didn't think about
Yeah.
so many movies.
But anyway, back on track. The next question is: in Captain America: The Winter Soldier, upon plugging in the flash drive, Natasha says that they have about how many minutes before Shield get to their location? Yeah. Even though you don't see them getting dust, you still see the dust floating around, so it's implied that they got dusted. Like, even though you don't see them getting dusted,
I
you
almost
still,
said that, but I was like, no, I don't want to be that guy.
essentially,
They
you
still
still
get dusted,
see them get, like, you still know they're being dusted. But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Danny,
11 minutes.
Antonio,
When in doubt, I go with 3 minutes.
Corey.
I went higher but lower than Danny. 10 minutes.
One of you is off by 1 minute. It's
minutes?
9 minutes.
Oh, 9.
Oh,
That's a very weird number.
I'm going to give you a little bit of extra time for this next question. At the end of Age of Ultron, Steve and Natasha are now training a new team of Avengers consisting of what 4 other members? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Antonio,
Scarlet Witch, War Machine, Falcon, and Vision.
Corey,
Scarlet. Okay, Scarlet Witch, War Machine, Vision, Falcon, and later Captain America, because he becomes Captain America.
Danny,
Spoilers.
I want to argue this one, but I won't. War Machine, Vision, Falcon, Wanda Maximoff.
that is all correct. The next question is, and this is the last one before we go into the gainer point, loser point part of this.
Oh no.
How many credits does the Collector offer Gamora to bring him the orb in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Ant-Man,
50 million?
Corey,
4 million units.
Danny.
I said 1 billion.
Corey, you're going to kick yourself because it is 4 billion units.
Oh, man.
I have the billion.
Fuck. That's a go.
I knew it was billion. I couldn't remember the other number.
Billion units rocket. Just stay.
I can't get Earth money, and now I can't get space money.
But with that being said, at the end of those initial 30 questions, the score we have, Antonio and Corey are tied on 18 points. And Danny has 10 points. And with these last 5 questions, if you get a question correct, you gain a point. If you get it wrong or give a blank board, then it's a loss of a point. If I stuff up a question, I lose 50 points.
I like those odds.
But the next question is, what actress appears as Claire in the end credits scene of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Danny.
I watched this movie today, and I did not watch the end credit scene because I was like, oh, I've already seen it. I don't need to watch it. I'm really glad that I was confident enough in that. Charlize Theron.
Antonio.
Charlize.
Corey.
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron is correct. The next question is, which character said the line in Civil War, "As much as I hate to admit it, if we're going to win this one, some of us might have to lose it"? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Corey.
Hawkeye.
Danny.
Starting to get stressed out here. Falcon.
Antonio.
Yeah, I was hoping to take a lead, Hawkeye.
Hawkeye is correct.
Ah, damn.
The next question is, the quote, "It's like a pirate had a baby with an angel," is used to describe which character? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Corey.
Thor.
Danny.
Thor.
And Antonio.
Thor.
4 is correct. The next question is, in Doctor Strange, the three sanctums are located in New York City, London, and what other city? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Danny.
Beijing.
Antonio.
Hong Kong.
Corey.
Oh my God. Malcolm, please tell me you have sudden death. Hong Kong.
Hong Kong is correct.
Please tell me you have sudden death on standby.
I mean, it's easy to find questions.
Isn't Hong Kong the country?
No, it's China is the country.
Never mind.
The next question is, which character is Tony referring to by calling reindeer games? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Antonio.
I think Corey wrote too much. I put it's Loki.
Corey.
Let's see. I'm very curious to see what happens. I said Steve Rogers.
Danny.
Loki.
Loki is correct.
Congratulations, Anthony. I mean, Antonio.
With that, I don't need the standby questions. With that, and your winner is Antonio.
Yay!
But the I'm gonna go around the board. But Danny, how did you feel about your performance today?
Crappy. I know a heck of a lot more than the MCU than this said, but no, I just I have a lot of blind spots, and so I focused more on that when I was watching the movies and everything like that. So, yeah, but I would love to do a round 2 at some point because I always have fun doing this. So it was a lot of fun.
But Corey, how did you feel about your performance today?
I feel good. It's funny how it's always states, money, and quotes that always gets me, and I'm fully aware of that. But that being said, I still had fun today. I'm very happy. Yeah. I'm very proud of my performance today, and Antonio played a great game. So he 100% earned the game. So I just gotta say, great job, man. And yeah, it was all I wanted to do was just to have fun today.
Yeah. And Antonio pulled out the win today. How do you feel?
I'm actually still kind of mad at myself for like adding a letter to the first question, the Black Panther, Queen Raimonda. I'm like, that should have been there. And then changing from Hulk to Iron Man. I don't know why I overthought that one. But otherwise, yeah, this is fun. I really didn't expect to win. I may seem passionate, but I always feel like down on myself. And the only thing is, I was hoping for a little bit more like song questions, but that's just me. You know, I love music. MCU always has like great music. So, but yeah, if there's ever like another round of this, I'm always down to come back.
I mean, there's plenty of MCU to go around. There's always movies coming out, so there's always going to be a chance of a round two.
Sure.
But I will say, next time there's an MCU match, I am including TV shows. So.
Oh shoot!
No, please don't.
I watched all of them. Moon Knight.
There's enough questions about the movies.
Oh my god.
Damn.
But with that being said, Danny, I think I've sort of got you down for a few other matches. Anything else you want to throw your challenge down for, or you just really see what comes up?
MCU 2, since we're here, or MCU 3000, because I'm sure that there's been lots more before today. So.
I mean, I think I've got a lot of people that want an MCU match on the books anyway.
And
so
maybe more questions on like release dates and directors and composers.
Oh, great! So I can fuck up.
Can I have more questions that don't involve quotes or money or city or state questions?
Specifically quotes.
Yeah, please.
Also, I mean, if you want to match specifically on MCU directors and composers, I can do that if you want.
But include soundtracks, and then you got to do
and soundtracks.
Also, I do want to bring up because Danny and I lost. Does this mean we get turned into dust?
Yeah.
Yes, just dust away.
It's like
the snapping.
It's like it's like I don't feel so good.
I can go get my gauntlet right now and just do it.
Yeah, Disney Plus. MCU. That's actually a really interesting thing. I don't know whose name that was that just popped up, but
that was Vapian. I think his real name is James Payne.
But it was interesting to me because when I was like rewatching and everything, both Far From Home and No Way Home aren't on Disney Plus, but Homecoming is. So it was just like,
it is? Oh wow.
Yeah,
because
I'm in Canada.
I think because of that legal thing, I think the same could also be said about the Incredible Hulk because they're still rights.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, so is this included? Is it not? Is it like we all know like that it's still MCU, but still it was just like semantics.
Yeah,
it's about like the rights because like
I mean I think when it comes to Spider-Man, I think
some stars
because I think it's the reason that the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies are on Disney Plus. Like they've made a deal with Sony that they can get those movies on there. It's just a bit of time because I think the other ones have a contracts with Netflix and Stars. Because I think No Way Home's on Stars at the moment, and I think that's eventually going to go to Netflix at some stage. And then I think after about 2 years, then it'll probably go to Disney Plus. Like for me, we don't even have Homecoming yet.
Oh really?
Oh my god.
But I think that's because I think Homecoming is currently on Netflix for me anyway.
Right.
So,
oh really?
Yeah. But yeah, it's just one of those weird ones. The Incredible Hulk is the one I don't really see coming onto Disney Plus eventually at any time soon,
probably not.
Unless Disney decides they want a solo Hulk movie and get the rights back. Because it saves distribution rights, which is what's holding Hulk from having his own solo stuff. But yeah, anyway, enough about talking about what's not on Disney Plus. But Corey, I know you're down for a few other random matches. Anything else you want to throw a challenge for aside from MCU?
I think I put something down. Like I don't know if you ever. I saw one time ago you guys had like something like an IMDb thing, like a
yeah.
I know you guys have done that in the past, the IMDb, but I got very curious about it, so I'd like to do something. I like to do that IMDb, something like the IMDb round.
Yeah, I think I've got you down for one of them. I'll have to double check, but if not, I'll definitely add you to one.
Yeah, and I know I said I was down for a couple, but I think I changed my mind. But I'll get back to you on that one.
That's all right. But Antonio, anything that you don't already have your name down that you want to challenge, or I think you're down for a few anyway. So
yeah, like I mean, now that the new season of Cobra Kai's out, I'm sure people are gonna want to do like that show. Maybe add on the Karate Kid movies if you want to make.
Well, there is a challenge specifically for the movies and Cobra Kai. So.
Right, so like stuff like that. I don't know if it's been a while since there's been a Rocky one. I need to get back into that. Yeah, nothing really else really at the moment.
The most recent challenge I had thrown out, I don't know if anyone had accepted it, but it was Johnny Depp
Ooh.
specific. So I thought that would be massive as hell.
I think someone has picked it up, but if not, I think I
Really?
know someone who.
Last
Yeah.
I had checked, no one had, and I'm just like sitting there alone. I'm like, just me.
I don't think guys want to
I
admit they're fans
automatically
of
win.
Johnny. Guys are gonna be ashamed to admit they're fans of Johnny.
But with that being said, that's it for Formula Random today. We'll be back next week with a director's match, which is going to be Andrew
Ooh.
Barr taking on Jake Marangoni, taking on Steve Mesa, taking on Steven Shepard. So
Wow.
Wow.
and it should be a fun one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jake winning
But yeah, I don't have just stay random everybody. As I find my usual go out clip. Well, I'll find a
Why,
clip
thank
to
you.
go out.
that. Thor clip.